Hello, everyone. Welcome to this webinar dedicated to a master program in English in Nantes. Today, I have the pleasure to have with me Simon, with the head of the program of the master. I'm Celine. I'm the international recruitment manager here at l'École de Design in Nantes. So we are really pleased to welcome you in this webinar because we have amazing project, amazing, master to show you and maybe have the opportunity to welcome you for the next intake in September 2026. So I will start to share my screen so I can show you my presentation. Do you see it? Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Simon, maybe you would like to introduce yourself and say a few words before I start to, introduce the school, like basically.
Sure. I would have loved to say hello, everyone, but hello, you. No,
Hello.
for the one who are going to watch this afterwards. My name is Simon. I'm the course leader of the Studio France, which is the international master here in the school in Nantes, taught in English, as Celine said earlier on. I'm an architect, used to be an architect, but now course leader of this amazing program. We're going to describe it more in detail, but um, I'm very passionate about what we're doing here. So I will have the opportunity to tell you about the project we're doing here. And that's it. I'll let
Yeah.
Sally do the introduction.
Yes. So if you're watching this webinar for the very first time, I will introduce some key figures about the school so you have more information about school. So we are a prestigious design school. We are one of the top 3 best design schools in France. We have many, recognitions. Our programs have, the best recognition that we can have as well. What is important for you to understand is that all diplomas are recognized by the French state, meaning that we have a bachelor degree and a master degree. The school is also a member of what we call Conférence des Grandes Écoles, which is a French association for leading higher education schools, such as engineering, management schools. So again, it's a sign, of the fact that our school have this experience and recognition by other, schools in France. And in addition to that, we are associated with Nantes University. So we are part, of the Erasmus and cruise disposition that we can have to help you as well to welcome you at the school. We are located in Nantes. Maybe you have never heard about Nantes and you don't know where Nantes is located in France. So actually, the school has been located in 1988. So we have now a great experience about design at the school. So you can see on the map that Nantes is located just right here. It's like 2 hours by train from Paris, and it has also a really great connection to European capitals. So when you are, studying in Nantes, you can have the time and experience to travel into European capitals. So it's really as well a great experience for students to travel and discover more places. Here you have some key figures to understand, our school and what we do at a school. So we welcome around 7,700 students in France in the school that I'm going to show to you. We have many nationalities that are represented, and that will be important for you for the master program specifically, because you're going to see that we welcome many students into this program, this master program. Because the school has been created in 1988, we do now have a strong network of alumni that are students that have been, studying at the school, and that is a strong network to rely on and, have connections for internships and jobs and so on. We also have a strong network of teachers and professionals that are, specific designers today that are working and come from specific classes. For the master program, we are going to show you some professionals that are, joining for the master program, and some of them are really renowned. So we are really happy to share that with you. In addition to that, we have a strong corporate partners. We have more than 1,000 companies that we are working with. Again, for the master program, it will be really important for you because you will be working on concrete design projects linked to those companies. And as I mentioned, we are part of the Erasmus program, so we welcome students from different parts of the world. And so now we have like 120 international partners that we are collaborating with for sending and receiving students every year. So Nantes is near the ocean, as you have seen on the maps, but most of that it's a really city a mix of history and creativity. History because we have our own castle. We also have like nice ancient buildings and a really nice city to live in. We also have a strong transportation system with buses, the tram that you can see on the picture here. So it's really easy to, travel into and move into the city. And as creativity, we have really a lot of, cultural events and so on. And the one thing that is really famous and popular in Nantes is this elephant. It's like a mechanical wooden made elephant, and it has become the emblem of Nantes for many years now. And tourists come and, can climb into it and make a tour in the island of Nantes, where the elephant is located and where actually our school is located as well. So here you have some pictures about where the school is located. Actually, this picture has been taken from the roof of the school. So you can see that we are in a really green area, really like modern and again full of creativity. We have many schools and companies around us into this highland of Nantes. And actually, this very specific place is where the elephant sleeps. So you can see that, we are really like in center of Nantes and it's really nice, again, area to be in this like creative district of Nantes. Here you have some pictures about our school. So we are really proud and we do love to have this amazing campus. This is like a really modern and spacious campus that you will be studying in. You can see it's quite new, bright, with a lot of windows. This place, this very specific place here, it's called Agora. So it's a place where students can meet, they can work on their projects. Sometimes we have workshops in the Agora, we have events, and students, they can just chill as well during the, between classes and just, have some really nice time at the school and work on their projects on their free time as well. But what is important is beside, the beauty of the building is that it's like an extraordinary playground. We have more than 700 square meters of model making workshop. We have machine workshops, wood, ceramic, flexible, resin, painting booths, 3D printers. We have everything amazing to, have a great design projects and have really like a nice experience about how to become a designer. We have studio for motion capture, sound studio, photo shooting. We have computer workstations, like everything you need it, we have it. So again, it's like really great area and great playground to develop your design projects and capacities. So here you have some videos and pictures, sorry, about the workshops. So you can see the different, areas that we have. When students do arrive at the school, they do receive like a training to how to use machines in the safe way. Some of the machines can be used with autonomy, and some of them needs to have like a teacher with them all the time. But anyway, you get to know how to use them. You also have access to all the materials. All the materials are provided by the school, meaning that you won't have to buy, the wood or the ceramic or anything you need for the project. So it's again really nice for you to know that everything is like all materials are included into, your future fees. Here you have more pictures about the different workshops, and you can see that our students are having really fun about, creating their projects, and it's really nice area to live in. And here you have some other pictures about the technological tools that we have. And again, you get access to them during classes, and some of them you can work on your personal time to develop your projects. But now, let's dive into our master, our international master in design, strategy, and innovation. We are really proud to have this master, and we are really proud to see the projects our students are working on, and we will show concrete examples just after that. We just wanted to give you like an overview about the fact that international is really important for school because we are not only located in Nantes, we also have some what we call studios in different places in the world. So those places welcome students for the master program. Some of them are taught in French and some of them are taught in English. But today we will focus together on this very specific program in the master, what we call Le Studio France. So let's dig into that. Simon, would you like to share with us what is it about Studio France?
Cool. Just before we start, I think I'll just tell you that I'll do this with my hand once you need to move from one
Yeah,
slide to the okay, so I don't go for the next thing.
yeah,
All right, so what is it about? Um, see this next one. I don't know if it goes okay.
yeah.
This is a slide that I show my students and everyone that I'm presenting the Studio France to every time. Alfred Noss Whitehead is famous philosopher, mathematician, and he didn't knew at the time, but also maybe a designer. It wasn't called that way, but still. He said something that is really meaningful to me. Many things actually, but that sentence specifically resonate with what we do here. Is that the traveler who has lost his way is not looking for where he is, but where are the others? It speaks to me and to what we're doing here because the goal for this studio is to hybridate different kind of cultures and design background into new ways of addressing potentially worldwide problems, and let's say address specific topic, specific design, but with the richness of others and other cultures around us. So getting to know the others is the best way to understand where you are and who you are. That's why it was an interesting sentence to me. Show me the next one.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so you will see, Celine, but it goes fast. So yeah, it's three things. It's obviously the cultures meeting for the new futures emerging that I said just before, but the international part is the fact that we have, I said all nationalities, but various nationalities. I think nearly all of them went through Studio France one moment or another of the history of the masters, but we have currently, I don't know if it's in the slide afterwards, but we have currently 21 or 22 different nationalities in the school, in the studio itself, but even more in the school. Not including the students like Adrien was here before, but with multiple nationalities. I'm not even including that, but we have people, including students and teachers from very different places. That's for the international part, with very diverse design backgrounds. We also have this intercultural aim as an approach for every project that we work on. There is only, you'll see, but only one real project that you will work on your own, but nearly all of them will be collaborative because, you know, design is a team sport, and you have to know who you're working with and with different backgrounds in order to create new ways of addressing problems and new hybridation in terms of approach. So the last part is, as I said, interdisciplinary. The fact that we have students and teachers coming from a very diverse background means that we address problems that are very complex with different angles, different point of views. And this creates, it gives us the opportunity to train students to be in very let's say, different kind of teams, different kind of fields in terms of design. And that gives the strategic vision for the studio to train our students to become efficient and adaptable in any kind of situation. So yeah, singular vision, but yet universal eco resonance into the approach as designers. The slide is wrong because I made it, so my fault. But it's 17 countries and 74 students, but it's only A4 students. So I have a few more, nearly 100 students in the school in Studio France from year 1 of master to year 2 of masters, and more than 21 actual nationalities, if I'm counting right. That's for the international part. And next, same for the teachers who come from all around the world. If you know a bit about design, some of those faces might be familiar, specifically Dan Perry, for example, who is the one who designed the Star Wars logo, who comes once in a while to give us the honor to create a workshop with us. Paul Kahn, who is actually in the school right now in the next room, was born in 1943, 83 years old, still teaching our students what is design. He was already an informational designer before, not internet, before the computers. So that guy is a living legend for me. And I'm really glad to have him in my team, but those are a few examples, and those 12 teachers that you see on the screen are not even a third of the people that are teaching in Studio France. So you have doctors in anthropology, philosophy, design, with different, again, design background that we put on different projects, depending on the partnership, depending on the subject, depending on the year. And we make that program and that syllabus evolve every year to make it on point and updated as much as possible. And we are lucky to have all of them. So those are a few examples of companies we worked with, but it's not a third or a quarter of what we aim at working for or with. So you might know some of them. SNCF is the railway company for France, national one, but with an international impact. Same for Vinci, Gabriel, the fabric designer, Beam, Interreg. So those are examples, but we have partners from all around the world and companies that have a national entering point, but also a very international impact in terms of what they do and what they want to do for the future. And that's why we're working with them, and that's why they are calling us to keep that partnership alive. And then those are, again, examples of the schools we are working with. And when I say working with, it's because we do organize multiple Erasmus workshop where we invite schools to our place to work with students from different other schools, at least once a semester, but sometimes more than this. Sometimes it's without partnership, sometimes it's with partnership. And sometimes we invite them in, sometimes we go there. So 2 weeks ago, for example, we were in Warsaw in Poland, working with the Japanese Polish Institute of Information Technology on a very interesting workshop about the Olympics in Cortina. So our students spent 1 week in Warsaw working with people from, I think, like 9 different schools on how to make the mountain resilient, facing those kind of events like the Olympics, who are, as you might know, potentially very destructive for the environment, and how to make them more sustainable, more ecological, how to use design to make this work better. So those are an example of schools we're working with. Lizava, Oslomet, schools that we have partnership with, but also some of those teachers come to our school to give a few seminars, like innovation seminars, specific seminars. It's not only the school and the students coming in, sometimes also we're sharing our teacher from one school to another. Again, you'll see, but in different workshops that we'll show you, those are the schools we've been working with. So on the intercultural part, that was the international part, but to dive deep into the intercultural part, this is a picture of my student, A5 students of last year. I mean, a few of them during a workshop. they are smiling because they're happy. I'm not, I'm not, let's say, I didn't ask them to do that photo. So I'm pretty proud when I'm getting those in my email box. It is that dynamic interaction that we're looking for. It is that moment of joy and freedom that creates the best design. So that part for me is the, let's say, the base of the Studio France, is the mixing up coexisting existing parts, sorry, of culture, and creating common cultural background, because even if they come from different places, they will spend 2 years here. So this is going to be a new milestone in their path. And for me, that's a richness out of it, is that you won't have a lot of opportunities to work with that many different nationalities in your professional life. So this is a very interesting moment of exchange, meeting, mutual influence, and shared stories and narratives. So that's the base of the studio itself. Of course, it comes with food, because sharing food, Céline knows it, we share food sometimes, but our students tend to do a lot of common lunch, common dinner, in order to, get to know each other. We also organize the international fair every year during the month of November, I guess, October, November, where students from the whole school share the different meal from their own country. And yeah, it's a beautiful moment. That's an example. Oh, I think there is an animation that
Yeah, I don't know
should
why
go to the next.
it was in white, and I don't know why now
Yeah,
it's not in white. Yeah, sorry about that.
it's because there is an animation that the white is supposed to appear. I don't know why. This one, for example, is the workshop that happened. We invited schools from 3 different countries. So from Istanbul, from Fontis, from a Danish school, and a few other students from here and there. And they've been working on cartography and cultural symbolism to create common maps and common systems with legends that would tell a story about themselves and them meeting in the agora of the school. So that's a perfect example for what Céline was talking about, working in the middle of the school, and lighted by that big window above. That was an insanely impressive and rich experience. Just an example, but a very good one. And that was in partnership with Gabriel, which is the biggest and oldest manufacturer of fabric for textile design and furniture. They came with, I think they came with 1,500 kilos of fabric just for that workshop. There is still some fabric in the school. Another example.
It's
See?
coming. It's coming after at the end.
Great animation. So another example of an interesting workshop is with Dan Perry that I told about earlier on, who is a title designer, graphic designer, worked for Sol Bass. So also a living legend for me. And on the left side, you could see a Chinese student of mine, really embarrassed to take that photography, but really happy to be there with one of his heroes. We did a very interesting, again, interactive installation with the collaboration of the digital workshop to create, let's say, a common intercultural experience of creating a story by walking on different letters and meanings in different languages. That was a very touching experience. Another example, animation. Wow. I'm sorry, you're inundated of my slides, but it works a lot better when you're not online. I will give you the simple ones if you want.
Yeah.
And the last part is obviously the interdisciplinarity of the studio itself. So again, mixing methodology. We have that a very user-centered or maybe more human-centered methodology in the school. But people coming from other school might have another point of view, another way of doing things, and we're not erasing that from their own design culture. We are integrating this methodology into a new way to everyday and to approach design problematics. So it's a convergence of knowledge, but also a way to open visions, perspectives on different fields, but different futures. As I said earlier on, culture mixing is also future emerging. So it's not only about combining or integrating methodology, but also creating new way of shaping the world. Those are the 5 other masters French taught in the school. We are all on the same floor. So the 4th floor, not the highest, but one of the highest floor in the school, is mainly for the master studios. So you'll get to meet all of the students. Some of them actually speak English also. So it's not disconnected from what we do in the rest of the school. Those 5 masters are very specific thematic as an orientation for the students to explore design fields. So we have media design, digital design, food design, care design, and city design. Earlier, I was the course leader for as a replacement for the city design lab. So as an architect, obviously, I know a bit more about this one, but all of the others are also very connected to us because they are the providers for contacts, for interesting projects and partnership. All of the people and all of the teachers that we have also are teaching in those masters. So they are not disconnected at all of the rest of what we do in the school. All of those are different methodologies, but all represented in the Studio France. Same for the thematics, all represented in the Studio France also. This is a brief example of our students, a bit shy, but very happy to win an international competition that happened in the school. So IFLA is the International Federation of Landscape Architects. Nothing to do directly with design, but our school made a partnership with them, and they had that workshop here. So we had the opportunity to include designer in landscape architecture projects, international ones. So we had that workshop during the cycle of conferences. And in those teams, that workshop was in a competition, and our students mixed with other schools again, but our students from the City Design Lab and the Studio France won the competition, the first prize. And not to brag about it, but the second prize and the third prize also. So, we were pretty proud. We were pretty proud. So see, the designer are important everywhere.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
no, if you want more information, I'd love to talk about all of those workshops more in detail, but there are so many of them that I could speak for the rest of the day easily.
Yeah.
This is us in Politecnico di Milano for a summer break. Again, the kind of workshop where we are invited to participate and come in and share, again, not only mixing in our school, but sharing in other school and designing new dialogues and a new way to understand the ecosystem that revolves around us and that we are part of. Actually, it's not only human in the nature, but human part of the nature. And Politecnico di Milano is really oriented on that particular circular design, sustainable design, and biomimicry thing. So we went there for a week, and it was really good because, as you can see, it was in June and next to Lake Como, so our students were pretty happy. Another example was animation, insane. With Stone Carvers, a company that's really young. They are 5 years old, but they were working on a potentiality of reusing. I still have some of them. Pieces of marble out of the cut of bigger pieces of marble to create a new way to reuse discarded stone, discarded material, because they work for luxury brands such as LVMH. They did the office, I don't know if the desk and many elements for Bernard Arnault, which is the president of LVMH, one of the wealthiest men in France. So for a very young company, they are very efficient. So they went to us to say, hey, we have a question about sustainability. Do you want to work on it? So our students spent, like 1 week to design different possibilities of reusing those. They were pretty happy with the outcome. Another example, again, would be this one. This one was touchy, but to make it quick, it was for the Asses of CHU. So this event that you see is the cocktail for the ending event of a conference, a cycle of conference that happens every 2 years. It's a gathering of every director of every hospital in France. So 33 university hospital combined with 3 directors. That's 100 people, experts in their field of health and health system in France. And our students had the opportunity to, you can see the projection on the back of the picture. That's our student work. They were supposed to do a design fiction exercise on what could the health system look like in 2040. When they had no experience, they were just coming in France, so they were like 1 month, 1 month on the territory, no idea on the system itself, no idea on the use of generative AI, nothing but their fresh views and creative minds. And they did a 15 of them, 30-minute video loop with pictures and 5 different scenarios. And they presented it on a 20-meter wall during the cocktail of the ending event for the conferences. Needless to say that they were pressured and that they came to the event to explain to the experts, the people that, you know, work in that field for 20 years or so. And they realized that they could be confident in the fact that they are already professional and they can be, you know, emerge into those kind of missions because they are actually able to do that. And it created a set of discussion, very interesting discussion with the experts. That was a moment of pressure, but then realized that they were really already designed and really good at it. We were proud once again.
We do have a video about that.
Oh yeah, I don't know if it works. That's why. Just
Wait.
cut the sound because the sound might be weird. And yeah, I don't know if the video is fluid enough, but that's the kind of thing that they've generated in 4 days.
So impressive.
I was impressed too, to be honest. Honestly, those guys, they took the responsibility of answering the brief very seriously, very seriously. And the video is a bit laggy, but it was a lot more smooth on the wall.
It's
so
really
that particular project was about okay, if there is an ambulatory hospital for short appointments in the city center, that is the one that is actually in construction just behind our school. What do we do for the patients that needs to stay longer? And imagine not a hospital that is emerging in nature, and that would be designed specifically for people that have a long treatment and a set of facilities to make them, you know, to enhance the cure with different methodology. And it was well described. So yeah, pretty proud of them again. We have videos.
This is really a good example for the neuroarchitecture.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, the previous one could be very fast, but that was oh, what happened?
Yeah, it's sorry. No, it's Atlic. Sorry.
Atlic, okay. That one is still going on. It's a workshop with the about blue economy. So this one has a pretty dystopic version of the sea level rises and how do we keep inhabiting the places that we had before that are not accessible anymore? How do we keep the energy? Do you still own the land that is now underwater? And how can you use it? Can you fish? Can you? How do you live on it? And again, that's a set of very fast workshop of a few days, and students have to explore the different tools that a designer might understand. Even if the designer don't use it fully, it has to understand, okay, what's a business model Canva? What's a virtuous value circle? How can I explore or use those tools to make my project relevant, meaningful, and then create a set of narrative that that will explain what are the friction points and the opportunities for tomorrow. So they're still working on it. They are on the 3rd phase in the room next to me. So after that call, I will check on them. Very interesting, again, very interesting partnership with different people. And for that workshop, some of the students went to Donegal in Ireland to explain their work to other students. So 2 weeks ago, some of them were again moving from one place to another in order to present their work. Pretty proud of them once again. Sound and Light in Lithuania, they had to shoot a video clip for a band of music, metal music, hard rock music. And the goal here was to make them understand how expensive it could be to shoot a video clip and how they had to find hands-on solution, do-it-yourself solution, very grounded to earth. If this doesn't fit, I have to find a way to make it work, and do everything very fast and very efficiently. With people from the field, experts in terms of sound recording, video recording, editing, and they did everything in a week. So again, that was pretty impressive. Those are examples of alumni from the school. Marie Balfontaine, she came back as a jury member a few months ago because she's been like working in the field for a few years now. So she's now she was an industrial designer as a bachelor degree, but she went through so many different kind of field in design, and now she is it says she's in BIM SG, but she's freelance for BIM now, and she's moving around on the van aménagé. I don't know how to say that in English, but
a van. Like,
a van with her girlfriend, crossing Norway, sending me pictures. But she will come back for a workshop about fibromyalgia in June, I think, with other teachers. So some of our alumni, after a few years of experience in design, UX design, product design, industrial design, they come back and with partners some of the time. Create new connections. That's why Céline was saying we have a very rich alumni network, and they come back, meaning that they they kind of like it here. Venturing for us. Marcello, another very good example, moving a lot from Mexico to Spain to France, then to being UX designer in Deezer in Paris, then for a lead product designer, a UX designer in Expedia, still in Paris, worked for Evernote in his internship. He did that specific app that's called it's called Shoot iSmoke, but obviously it's not O that's behind the asterisk, but Shoot iSmoke. It counts the number of cigarettes that you should have smoked, but you didn't smoke them because you were just going through the city, and the pollution is the equivalent of that number of cigarettes. The application has been downloaded, I don't know, like 500,000 times in 2 weeks. And it didn't do that as an ESP project or whatever. It did it just for fun with the school and be interviewed everywhere. He's now a very well-known UX designer. Rogero Kiltio just graduated a few not weeks, months ago now. It was November. He did is an interesting example because he did the double diploma in the IAE, so the management school that we have. So his last year of master, the second one, it was split into going for management classes from Monday to Wednesday and then design classes from Thursday to Friday. That guy is really smart, honestly, and the rhythm is really dense to go through this schedule. But he did it, and actually had one of the best score of the whole promotion, all designer included, for masters last year. He worked with how to implement AI in the ideation process of industrial designer, and connecting with the different suppliers to make sure that you have the you can rely on the technical feasibility of the product that you're designing in real time. His prototype is still running and is still like nearly every day in the school, in the digital workshop with his now friends. They say they were teachers before, but some of them are friends for him. So he's still locked into a room trying to develop his prototype to make it work, actually. So we are helping them. It's a pleasure to have him again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last int after international, intercultural, and interdisciplinary is interested. Are there any questions that I can answer?
Maybe what we can do as we have Titi with us is I can just share the two last slides
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
have,
good.
and
Sure.
then I can cut the recording so we can have like a one-one with Titi. Because I just wanted to share the fact that we do have a scholarship for this program, and only for the master program, we have 50% of the tuition fee for the 2 years. So it's really interesting for our students that would like to apply and then get the scholarship. So 9 students will receive this scholarship. Already 3 of them have received it. So we have 6 remaining scholarships to give for the next intake. So if you're interested to join us, that's the perfect start, to join us and apply for that. And last thing is just to share about the rhythm at the school. So it's like 2 years program. And into these 2 years, you have 6 months internship that I included into the 2 years. And as Simon mentioned, you will be working with different lab resources that we have at the school. That's again really, rich and really important. I would say intake for your master program. So thank you for, watching this webinar with us. We will stop the recording and answer the questions that we have for the people live. If you do have any question, just, don't hesitate to reach out to us. So here you have okay, it's
In French.
the slides are really slow. Yeah, so if you have any questions, you just, can write to us to this email, and we will be more than welcome to, to answer you. So see you soon in Nantes, hopefully, and to welcome you for the next intake. Thank you. Bye-bye. So I will just stop the recording.